So there's been a lot of talk of where I've been through messages and whatnot. Some of my subscribers, hey Aaron, where have you been? Well, I've been, I guess, taking a hiatus from paintball, a little break, and the reason why is because I'm about to graduate coming up next month, and I've been really focused on school, trying to get out of high school, which, believe me, it feels like the best feeling in the world. With that said, school is actually kicking my ass. Because with finals and AP tests, it's just a pain. It really is a pain for getting out of school to go through all those tests. I'm sure recent high school graduates can agree with me on how big of a pain it is. The last couple of weeks have been really, really stressful. It's just been it's been rough. It really has, and just last night I picked up my paintball gun. I'm like, I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks. I think it's probably around 5 now. So I just decided, hey, maybe it's time to do an update video. Make sure everybody's understands what's going on right now. But yeah, I mean, and some people are asking, oh, where's the reviews? Where's the videos? Where's the Empire Axe review? And I'm just gonna lay it out there right now. My opinion, the Axe was just a beefier Mini. The Mini, it pretty much had the same internals, had relatively the same everything. It's just a thicker body, a different ASA. The board was about the same thing, and the only thing really is the pull-out bolt, and that's about it. I don't like it. I will be the first one to say that I never really liked the Mini, or the Mini or the Axe. The Axe was just a beefier Mini. With people saying, oh, well, it compares to other guns like competitive players use, like Geos. I'm like, well, yeah, that's because the people that are using it make it look good. If you give, let's just say, a pro a tip, okay, they're gonna do well with that gun, because what pro players have are major gun skills. They know how to use their guns. They know how to shoot their lanes. They know how to do everything. So that's why their guns, like the Empire Axe, they look like they shoot awesome because the pros are using them. I'm sure if they had minis, it'd be the same thing. People would be like, oh, well, it compares to the Geo. Well, no, it really doesn't. I mean, I've had a Geo. I love that thing. I might be getting a new one, just depending on the new sponsorship, which I'll be getting into very shortly. It's performance-wise, it was, it did have a lower, a kick, I guess you could say, or a barrel rise than the Mini did. Yeah, because it's a good bit heavier. The body, the frame was just thicker, and that's all it was. And people are still going crazy about the Axe. I really don't like it, honestly. There's better guns for $400, like the ETHA. ETHA's great. Sorry about the ramble and, everything. I just really don't like the Axe at all. But, on new things. The Cyborg RX video, if you remember me talking about that, was 2 months ago. It is up and running very shortly. I just have to give one more part. That part comes in, there will be a new video, at least a shooting, because this thing hasn't been shot yet. It's brand new. It's honestly been sitting under my bed for 6 months until I pulled it out, just recently. Say, oh, I remember this gun. I gotta get it working so I can get rid of it. Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited for that video. I'm excited for playing with it. I got everything set up with it. took me so much time because the whole thing came in pieces. It was just a pain in the ass to put together. But one thing I really want to focus on this video was you know, my subscribers. I have 151 subscribers, somewhere around there. I meant to do a video when I got 150, but since one other person subscribed, I think it was Planar Eclipse paintball player or something. Thanks for subscribing, everybody. I want to give a shout out to everybody. Thank you. I know 150 subscribers isn't a big deal to like some other people, but it is a big deal to me because I remember when I had like 10. And it feels really good to have people notice you at Robin Hood. Oh, you know, hey, you're a paintball man, so yeah. I like meeting you guys. I like talking to you about, you know, paintball stuff, you know, related. Oh, I have this gun I need help with. I like sitting down and helping other people with their guns, especially if their gun's broken. I can, you know, help them out with that. And one thing I did realize is I think it's like 64,000 video views already, just in I think it's been 2-3 years I've had this channel, which is awesome because, you know, I never would have expected, you know, to be, you know, have that many video views. I really didn't, because I remember when I had 100. I thought I was, you know, just doing this for, you know, like, you know, shits and giggles, like, oh, I like to put my mind, you know, my opinion out there, and hopefully people see the same reason why now. But, you know, I have a YouTube partnership now, which is great, okay? In long terms, it helps me to help you guys, because I want to take that money I'm making from YouTube and I want to put it back into you guys, my subscribers, because you guys helped me do this well so far. That said, I want to do like a giveaway, not right now because I want to do something a little bit bigger. So that means I need your guys' help. Keep rating this video, subscribing, watching my videos, liking, favoriting, you know, sharing, just all that. It really helps in the long end. Please just keep doing what you do best, and I guarantee there will be a giveaway sometime in the near future. With that said, I said something about new sponsorship. I'm playing with Charm City Chokehold, which is a relatively new team. They've played EPL events, which is, if you're not familiar, it's like the equivalent to GPL, but it's in Tawnytown. They've also played events in PEVs down in Virginia, which they have was recently done 4th and 5th in, so which is great. Congrats, guys, if you are watching this video. The sponsorship, we're talking about dye sponsorship, which may sound great. I myself have recently, like, you know, like, oh, I don't really like dye as much. There's better guns out there. I mean, you know, I can't really say that out loud, but, you know, like, their guns just take so much maintenance, and it's just overkill on how many O-rings you have to put into one gun. I was just talking to a friend of mine, a Paintball Pandemic, which if you need stuff, go up there. They're in Bel Air. I'll put a little annotation for their Facebook page somewhere on the screen. Yeah, so we were talking about that. We're like, don't you think it's kind of overkill that dye puts a ton of O-rings into their guns, and then you have, this is just an example, a G4, which I really don't like the G4, has like 5 O-rings total. It's kind of ridiculous on how much, you know, how much stuff you have to put in to the guns. I mean, the O-rings, I have an O-ring kit, because sometimes, you know, most of the time they break. O-rings wear down and break, and that just adds more money. into the gun. So, you know, like, it's kind of ridiculous because guns are already expensive. Their guns are nice to a point, but they're kind of overkill. The NTs, don't ever buy an NT. They're just pretty much, they feel like a lower DM, like a lower price range DM, which they aren't, and it doesn't make any sense, but NTs are really not good guns. With that said, Charm City Chokehold is having open tryouts the 20th of March. What's today? April, May. 20th of May. Yeah, so we're having open tryouts to anybody that wants to come out. It's at Robin Hood. The tryouts start at 8 o'clock, so if you want to try out, you have to be there at 7:30 in the morning getting ready. So 8 o'clock is the latest you can show up without being yelled at, which won't look really good for you on the long end either, so you might want to show up pretty early. 8 o'clock is when the tryouts begin, and it's at Robin Hood. Yeah, and good luck. But, so I made a Twitter for the first time. I think I've never really thought about making a Twitter, but follow me on Twitter, same as my username, PaintballMan79. I'll put an annotation there to my Twitter also. And, you know, I'll see you in the next couple of days with a new video. See ya.